Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, and welcome to another lesson presented by QuranTutorLive.com. In today's lesson we are going to read the second level movements of the Holy Quran, which are called the Tanween. The two main rules for pronouncing any sound in the Quran is the direction of the sound and the length of the sound. Let me remind you that the first level movement, they not only defines the three directions of the sound, they also defines the three placement positions of the sounds. This means that the direction and the placement of the sound will always be the same. The length of the sound, it may vary according to the level. Either we are reading first level, second level, or any other level. The length of the sound, it will vary according to the level we are reading. So let's continue today's lesson. The very first one of the second level movement is called the double fatha and is represented by two angled line. And as the single fatha, it determines the placement of the movement of the class fatha. Fatha always occupy the upper position. So no matter it's a single fatha, it's double fatha, whatever fatha we have, it will occupy the upper position of any letter. Next is double kasra, which is represented by two angled line. And as the single kasra, it comes downside of any letter. So no matter what level of kasra we are reading, it will always occupy the lower position of any letter. The third one is called the double zuma, and as the single zuma is occupying the upper position of any letter, double zuma, triple zuma, whatever we have, if it's a zuma, it will occupy the upper position of any letter and is represented by two zumas facing each other. Now the key rule for pronouncing the second level movement is the addition of the letter noon. You have to add the sound of the noon at the end of the sounds. Now let's continue the sound of the double fatha. Now we know that in case of fatha, the direction will be in upward direction. Right now, how we will pronounce it, let's take the example of the letter Jim. If we take the letter Jim, we will go upward direction with the addition of the letter noon, the sound noon we have to add. So ja, Jim fatha, ja, it is in upward direction. When we add the sound of the noon letter, the sound ja and noon, they combines and they become jan. Ja and noon will join to become jan. Right? Jim double fatha, jan. You may notice that the sound is ending on the letter n, jan, which is the noon sound, jan. We are going in upward direction and adding the sound of noon, jan. Same rule goes for the double kasra. Because this is kasra, kasra will have a downward sound, and if we take an example of the same letter Jim, sound would be downward directional and addition of the noon. G and noon, they will become jin. Notice that the sound is ending on the noon sound, which is the key rule for pronouncing the second level movement. Jim double kasra, jin. Third movement is called the double zuma, and again, because the zuma has the upper placement, the sound is in up direction. And if we take the example of the letter Jim, the sound Jim zuma, upward direction, ju, with the addition of noon, it will give a sound ju and noon, jun. Jim double zuma, jun. So the three basic sounds of the second level movement, they have a key rule of addition of the sound noon. Jim double fatha jan, Jim double kasra jin, Jim double zuma jun. That is the second level, whose collective name is Tanween. Whenever you are saying Tanween, it may either refers to double fatha, double kasra, or double zuma. Tanween is a collective name for second level movement, which means either it is double fatha, double kasra, or double zuma. Okay, that's it for today's lesson. Inshallah, we'll continue in another lesson. Till then, take care. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.